Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Today is September 5th, 2018. You already know, it's Wednesday, it's hump day, and we're ready to rock and roll. Now I got the camera at a little bit of an angle here because it's already like 3:15 p.m. I've been running around, you know, running errands all day and shit like that. And I had to do groceries as I haven't done groceries. And so yeah, like my friend, she was telling me, hey, you should download this app. And just like, you know, they'll deliver it for you, blah blah blah. I did the math. I was like, you know what? It might actually be cheaper, believe it or not. Actually, you know, I think it might be cheaper when I do the final math, but I think so. So anyway, so I've just been chatting with them all afternoon, you know, while they're grocery shopping for me and bringing in my shit. Pretty cool, you know, pretty badass. And so then I decided to, well, fuck it, let me go out and run a few more errands that I need to run. And so I decided, you know, to go out and walk, take my walk, you know, went out to do the pharmacy, went to the bank, you know, went to Walmart to get a couple of things that I needed from there, and just bam, you know, bam, 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 you know, we're good to go. And so, you know, I was about to start recording and stuff like that. I'm just trying to figure out what to talk about. So, you know, I think there's a few things in the news. I don't know if you guys have heard, but, you know, the whole thing with Shapeshift and the whole Erik Voorhees, well, you know Erik Voorhees from Shapeshift, he said pretty much that starting real soon, I don't know when, I hope it's not anytime soon, but starting soon they're gonna have to start doing KYC. So the Exodus wallet might, you know, you might have to have a KYC situated in order to, you know, create a transaction. And again, you know, all this is gonna do is just gonna hasten the you know what I mean, the need for having a decentralized exchange, because so far Shapeshift has been a decentralized exchange. And so, you know what's going to happen? Well, if they do that with Shapeshift, you know, people are going to use other decentralized exchanges or other exchanges, you know, that don't require that. So it's very interesting. I did not like that news at all. And I think it's pretty kind of, you know, again, telling of the times and what's going on. And, you know, these are the regulations, rules and regulations in which, you know, are just not good for the space. But again, they're not good in the short term, but they're great in the long term, because, you know, these are the things that will sour people from the banking system, from, you know, the old legacy system, and then want to start adopting these things that are all of a sudden not attainable for, you know, whatever reason. Anyways, look, the guy's almost here. I don't want to show you too much, because then I'll show you where I live. But anyways, but yeah, the little guy's almost here. You know, it's like the little Uber app thing. So yeah, I was actually planning on recording, you know, the guy bringing in the stuff. You know, it was kind of disappointing too, because you know, when I was looking at the thing, you know what I mean, like when we were chatting and they were picking it up, it was like some really sexy chick, and I was like, all right, yeah, she's the one's gonna deliver all the stuff. But then when like the person's gonna deliver, it's just some dude. I'm like, bro, get out of here. But anyways, the other news that I want to talk about is I don't know if this is true or not, but I was listening to Big Swear for a minute. I think the guy's already here. I was listening to Big Swear for a minute, and yeah, he was saying something about silver. You know, that yeah, the U.S. Mint is not selling silver anymore. They're not exporting silver. I don't know the right word. Hold on a sec. Anyway, the guy's here. See you guys in a sec, all right?
Gracias.
¿Quedan más cosas todavía o...?
No, ya no.
Okay.
Sí. Porque el marcado que iba a cobrar. $744, ¿verdad?
Sí.
¿Por qué? 7. Muy bien, muchas gracias. Paso bonita tarde.
Igual. So it seems like we got everything. All right, that was pretty easy, pretty painless, pretty cool. All right, so let me put away the groceries and I'm gonna get back to the episode. It's not bad though, because remember, I'm on foot, so like it benefits me to have at least this ability, you know, and they have like an Amazon Prime type situation, it seems. So I can probably just use this, and because remember, I gotta take a taxi back and forth and all that shit, so this might actually come out cheaper. Hey guys, all right, so we're back. Well, let's get back to that Shapeshift news with what's going on there. So I don't know if you guys have heard, but pretty much what's going on with Shapeshift and well, Shapeshift is part of Exodus Wallet, but let's just stick with Shapeshift. Shapeshift is an exchange. Let me see if I can show you guys right here real quick. And it's not really an exchange. What it really is, it's like it's a website where you can just literally trade whatever coin you have for another coin. So it's kind of like an exchange without any kind of like an anonymous exchange, okay? So it's not a decentralized exchange, I don't think, but it's definitely not, it's not one where you need to have any kind of ID, any kind of like an account or anything like that. You can just, you know. Now, that's all well and good up until the government says, hey, you guys, you got to start complying with X, Y, and Z laws, because, you know, we want to, you know, every one of those exchanges, every one of those trades, you know, we look at them as trades and we need to get paid, aka taxes. So anyways, so then the news broke that, you know, Erik Voorhees said that like starting real soon they're going to start offering like special memberships, you know, to Shapeshift or some shit like that. And then on top of that, like they're voluntary, but pretty soon it's gonna be mandatory, in which you're gonna need to be a member of Shapeshift and provide, you know, all the KYC things that we all love, you know, so that way they can, you know, you can pay your taxes and all that shit. And so
no, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
How is that going to affect the Exodus wallet moving forward and other things moving forward? But, you know, that's a little bit kind of like yet to be seen. But, you know, the point is that, you know, that's coming. And that's down the pike. Hopefully, it won't be anytime soon. That's my hope. That's a hope for a lot of people. But, you know, at the end, I know there are other exchanges that exist out there, and people will find them and use them. And, you know, if all of a sudden you got to do KYC just to use Shapeshift or Changelly or anything like that, I hope Changelly stays around, you know. But regardless, the point is that at some point, every single one of these things are going to, you know, need KYC. There's not going to be anything free unless it's a decentralized exchange. All right, and I mean free, I'm just saying free from the government's prying fingers, prying eyes, you know, the taxes, you know, all that shit. So, you know, those days might be in a very distant past. All right, I mean, you know, there might be, you know, we're moving past that, you know. So, you know, as these things happen, you know, it just creates more of a need to create decentralized exchanges and move forward in that space. But, you know, right now, you know, it is what it is. What are we going to do? And the thing is that, you know, some people don't understand what this means, you know, what's going on here. And the thing is, look, let me break this down for you guys. So, you know, what all this really is the fact that it just puts in the forefront what an amazing technology Bitcoin is. Because Bitcoin cannot be forced by no government entity to comply with anything. You understand? It's just a free roaming thing. But whenever you have anything that is just a little bit centralized, that has some sort of point of weakness or a point of point of weakness or whatever, or point of failure, you know, then that's when these things, you know, they're not good anymore. You know what I mean? That's why Bitcoin is amazing. There's no point of failure for Bitcoin type of shit. And so what do I mean by point of failure? Well, you know, the whole thing where, you know, there's a CEO, there's a company behind it, you know, it's a US based entity, you know, all these things that are part of Shapeshift, that company, that are, all these are all points of failure. What do I mean by points of failure? Well, that's when the government can come in. Well, first of all, points of failure can mean many things, but in this speak here, you know, and what I'm trying to say here is that the point of failure comes in play when, you know, the government says, hey, you guys can't do this for X, Y, and Z, or hey, you guys need to do KYC, and that's know your customer, all right, and that means that you have to, you know, give them your license, give them your social security, give them all your banking information. You know, that's what that means. As of right now, you don't have to do any of that, period. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to do nothing in order to use your Exodus wallet and in order to use Shapeshift. But in the real near future, you will. And that's not good. For example, that's not good, like, you know, like, again, I'll be fine. I mean, there's a bunch of decentralized exchanges, but all that's doing is that it's forcing someone like me to not use these tools anymore, because I'm not gonna fucking be no KYC, nothing. That's why I don't trade on, you know, exchanges or anything like that, because I refuse, you know, to be part of that shit. So that's that, you know what I mean? That's a, you know, situation with that. And so what's gonna happen is that, you know, just like we're watching Shapeshift, you know, we're gonna be watching other, like every other entity, you know, which is like a Changelly, you know, anyone else that offers this kind of, you know, product or service, you know, they're going to be targeted. Then all of a sudden, on top of that, the next move is that they're going to start going after people that own coins. So for example, like you know, when, you know, they'll go after Bitcoin Cash, because Bitcoin Cash has you know, a CEO, they have owners, they have, you know, stock, you know, all this shit. And so according to the US law, you can't create your own money, you can't print your own money, you can't do anything like that. So you already know what's going to happen to Roger Ver and everyone behind Bitcoin Cash. Same goes along the lines with any other cryptocurrency that has points of failure like that.
For what? Arresting me for what? I'm not allowed to stand up for myself? I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
Dash might not, you know, be allowed to do might not be allowed to do transactions or work or do anything in the United States of America, but that, you know, they'll be able to fully work in Latin America and Venezuela and in other parts of the world where they're not really giving a fuck about that kind of shit. But like, just like things are in Japan, I mean in China, just like a lot of you know, mining operations and mining outfits and other businesses, you know, in the crypto space and ICOs, you know, they have been forced to leave China and go to places like Macau and I don't know, other places and close by that are very crypto friendly, and so on and so forth. So, you know, all this is looking like it's just that, you know, this is the very beginnings and the first signs of the US starting to regulate heavily in this space. It's just the very beginning, and that's it. That's the way I'm looking at it, you know. And people are not really paying attention, but that's really the case. And so that's why we need even more, and even, you know, more of a need in order to create this, you know, these decentralized exchanges, and just keep moving away and further away from the banking system. All right. Otherwise, you're just gonna have, you know, be paying taxes and so on and so forth or whatever. But it's even more complicated than that. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that the you know, government is just wants to, you know, be in, you know, wants to see and look, wants to see everything you do, wants to be part of everything you do. You know, they you know, it's invasion of privacy. It's a lot of things, you know. Just like right now, I think the United States is trying to force, you know, not just the United States, but the United States, Australia, the UK, and, you know, other, I think Canada, you know, they're someone else, you know, they're forcing, you know, or they're trying to force, you know, cell phone companies to create a jailbreak, you know, or some sort of passcode that, you know, some sort of master key that they can use to open any phone at any time, and, you know, things like that. And so, you know, that's all part of the what's going on here, and it's not good. Again, that's why I live out here in Mexico. You know, fuck that shit. By the way, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But look what I got. Look what I got me at the store. Woohoo! Look, ta-da! It's official. I'm Mexican. Now I'm a Mexican, not a Mexican. All right. FYI. So yeah. By the way, less than $1 or $1 for this. And they had like those big flags, you know, like the big American flags, you know, the ones that are like the size of that wall, you know, the ones that are humongous. That one cost like $5, $6, $7, $8, like $8. $8 for a flag that's like bigger than this room. Pretty cool, right? So anyways, I got that. Viva Mexico. Yeah, brother. So far, you know, they're not really giving a fuck too much down here. This might be a very crypto-friendly place, FYI. So, you know, what's going to happen is that, you know, like pretty much every entity, every cryptocurrency, every ICO, every product, everything, they're going to start having to comply with the government and government regulations and government, you know, whatever. Either that or die, you know what I mean? They don't have much of a choice, you know what I mean? They have to comply, and if they don't comply, the government's just going to, you know, come a knocking and, you know, put them out of business, you know what I'm saying? And so that's pretty much what's happening there. And so watching Shapeshift, you know, having to do this is kind of like a very sad day. I mean, I wish they would just move overseas, you know, that would probably be a lot better, you know, and easier, and it would just be better. I don't know why they won't do that, but whatever, it is what it is. But that's what's going on with that. And then, you know, for those of you out there that are Bitcoin Cash believers or are believers in a bunch of other, you know, shady projects out there, again, you know, their day will come because the government will be cracking down on all this shit. And, you know, they just can't crack down on Bitcoin. They can't crack down on, you know, certain coins out there. You know what I mean? But again, you know, it's like the owner, I think like Dogecoin might be safe because, you know, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that Dogecoin, you know, the guy that created it, like he separated himself from it and like no one's even updated Dogecoin or some shit like that. So, you know, he might be, you know, he might be safe. You know, worst case scenario, they might just tell him, oh, you got to shut it down. But, you know, then he'll be like, hey, I can't shut it down. It's just like that. And so he'll be fine. You know, but someone like Roger Ver, which is out there blatantly, you know, selling you this fucking product, you know, he's going down. And again, like let's say Charlie Lee would have just held on to Litecoin, and he is the creator of Litecoin and the whole fucking thing, he would have also gone down, believe it or not. That's why he sold all his Litecoin, and then he created this thing called the Litecoin Foundation, and he created all these walls and barriers, you know, in between him and the government. So when the day comes that the government will come after him, he will be protected by, you know, the same laws that are trying to come after him. You know what I mean? So he'll be fine. He knows what he's doing. And again, you know, obviously you can see other morons out there. I'm just talking about Roger Ver and Bitcoin Cash that are not taking these steps, you know, and I hope he hears this, you know, and hopefully he does something like that. But again, knowing Roger Ver, do you think he's going to pull a fucking Charlie Lee? I don't think so. I don't think so. So that's that, you know what I mean? And so on and so forth, you know what I mean? So, you know, this is just a very interesting time. You know, we're just seeing the very beginnings of that. And so to add, let me make sure the time is, we're doing good. Okay, good. So, by the way, because I don't, you know, I have like a little screen in which I look at and I see the time, but I close it when I'm recording these videos so that way I can have eye contact with you guys, you know, because it's so important. You know, sexy music here, or maybe not, but you know what I'm saying. It's very important. You know, you gotta look at the camera. Make sure I'm looking at you guys. Make sure you guys know what I'm saying. I'm serious. Anyway, well, he's serious too. But anyways, but to the next story in which we're gonna the next story which we're covering today. Anyway, there's a million things I can talk about, but I'm trying to keep these, you know, short, concise, and to the point, and try to talk about stories that people might not be talking about. So another story is, you know, as I was walking, I was listening to YouTube and so on and so forth, and, you know, watching some videos and checking out the news. You know, I'm not gonna, by the way, FYI, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and talk to you guys. Obviously, look how far I'm into the episode already. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, the crash that happened today, or the this or that. Because again, guys, you know what I mean? You already know what I am. I'm a fucking hodler. Plus, I understand the markets. I already know that what happened today is very fucking normal. You know, that we went from 6,400 to, what, 6,000 or whatever the fuck we are at now. You know? I mean, from 7,400 to like 6,800 or whatever the fuck we are now. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. You already know it's normal. We're going right back up. Everything's fine. So no worries there. If you're a trader, you already know what you're doing. If you are panicking because of this fucking little mini crash, then again, you're just a fucking noob. Welcome to the show. All right, so to the next story. I was listening to Big Swear, and the only reason I listen to Big Swear is because I only click on his videos, whether it's clickbait or not. But I click on his videos, the ones that have like a pretty interesting headline. So this headline here was oh, by the way, yeah, I forgot the time. I was losing track of. Okay, we're good. Okay, so this headline right here was literally says U.S. Mint illegally stops silver eagle sales. I listened to what he, to that video, and yeah, it sounds like it might be true. And by the way, God, I hope it's true. I hope to God it's true, because if it's true, holy shit, grab onto your fucking balls, make sure you got enough food and water, buy fireworks, you know what I'm saying, and so on and so forth, because the shit's going down. It's gonna be back to fucking Great Depression, times, like real soon. In the sense of like how the government's gonna be reacting to this. Also, it's going to be good, because I really do think that we're going to have a major rebuilding of the nation. We might be going down that route. Let me explain. If all of a sudden the U.S. Mint is saying that they cannot deliver a purchase of silver to a customer, that's a major sign. That's all it's saying is that the government is not selling silver anymore to you, to me, to anyone. Let me explain. If you go to a silver or gold dealer, where I tell you guys to buy your gold and silver and so on and so forth, just like your local gold and silver dealer, not a pawn shop, a gold and silver dealer. Not just them, but I'm talking about like Mike Maloney with gold and silver, and so on and so forth. There's a bunch of bullion and gold places out there. But the point is that from what he said, it said that one of these dealers got a letter from the U.S. Mint saying that they will not be selling or delivering any more silver for the time being. That's a big fucking thing, because if now the government is not releasing silver anymore, what is that telling you? What is that fucking telling you? You know what I mean? And by the way, like, he explains very well that it's very illegal for the government to do that, that they can't be doing that, and what's happening now is not not normal. But at the same time, if you look at it from the historical perspective, it's very normal. The government is getting ready for a major crash, and all of a sudden, since remember, we keep talking about the price of silver being at record lows, like around $14 and shit. So what's going to happen is that we're going to see a major spike in price in silver, obviously. You know what I mean? They're telling you right there. And when the system crashes, we're going to be seeing a major jump in silver and gold prices. And at the same time, the government can't have any available to deliver for obvious reasons. You know what I mean? For too many obvious reasons. People are going to want their gold and silver. So this is a very, very interesting story that goes in line with the other stuff of the rules and regulations and so on and so forth. And they canceled. I heard that they canceled a bunch of ETFs, so they're not going to be having ETFs anytime soon. And again, I told you guys, stop fucking worrying about those fucking ETFs. We have to worry about real news, like gold and silver. Sorry, I just drank some water and I got like some, had like some water on my fucking mustache, my flavor saver. Anyway, so yeah, like the real story, which is backed, and what backed represents and what backed is. And again, I keep seeing more and more and more stories out there of other YouTubers and other bloggers and shit like that talking about backed and exactly what it represents and means. I'll make a video on that soon, talking more in depth on backed, like I haven't already talked about backed like a million times since the very beginning, and so on and so forth. So, that's the other story there. Let me just stop the recording and restart again real quick. And we're back. Oh, you know what I just fucking noticed, man? My fucking out of focus, man. Anyways, I hope the focus is doing all right. I just realized, I hope the video's not, I hope the whole video is not out of focus. I just fucking noticed the lens. Anyways, so, yeah, so like I was saying, this whole story with Shapeshift and what's going on there with the KYC and shit like that. Because by the way, how I heard about it was on Twitter, on crypto Twitter, but it was on Twitter, and I even responded to Erik Voorhees and that whole fucking thing and shit like that. And it's just very interesting because Erik Voorhees, believe it or not, does have options as far as I know. I don't know, but he does have options. If he really is an OG and a true believer in what we're trying to do here, he would figure out a way to get Shapeshift out of the U.S. like literally, you know, so he doesn't have to deal with the fucking US. But what that means is, listen guys, you know, if you're gonna go up against the US, then that means that he's probably never gonna be able to step foot in the US without getting harassed by the police, by some sort of whatever. Believe it or not.
For what? Arresting me for what? I'm not allowed to stand up for myself? I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America? I'm sorry, I thought this was America.
That's really the situation. So he's choosing right now his freedom and his integrity and a lot of fucking other things, you know, over doing what's really right. Because if he does what's right, then he probably can't step back. He can't step foot in the USA for a while. You know, if shit gets that bad. And that's like something that's most likely going to happen. And so what he's doing now, that he's just complying. He's complying and he's complying instead of doing what needs to be done, which is, you know, leave the country and literally set up your headquarters outside of the U.S. and figure out a way to fucking move forward. And if the U.S. is a place in which you know, Exodus and Shapeshift, you know, can only be used through an IPN, then so be it. You know, a VPN, I'm sorry, through a VPN, then so be it. You know, but that's the move that we would all be very happy with in the space. But it doesn't look like he's going to be doing that, and it doesn't look like any one of these guys are going to be doing that. And some guys are going to be dumber than others. You know, obviously, I think Roger Ver is the dumbest of them all, and he's going to be definitely set an example. I really do think that they're going to set an example of him because they love setting up examples, and of course, you know, I mean, if they can fucking take down a fucking douchebag like him, you already know. You know, they want any opportunity so they can look like the good guy. So anyways, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it with that. And again, guys, yeah, you know, we got some amazing times ahead for show in the space. Even though we're seeing a little bit of a dip, it's not a big fucking deal. We already know that we're going to be seeing, you know, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin be part of all our lives in the near future, and the government is trying to do everything that they can, not just in this country but in other countries, to try and control it. And it's our job to make sure that we're not controlled, and we keep creating, you know, things, you know, whatever, you know, just products, or you know what I mean, or just programs, or whatever the fuck, you know, we need to create that are decentralized and stay away from the government. And in fact, you know, many steps ahead of government's regulations and the central banks. You know, at the end of the day, it's the central banks. The central banks are the ones that rule the world. Central banks rule the governments. We already know about this, yada yada yada. And that's pretty much it. And I think we'll be fine, because most of us in this space, you know, no matter how many people comply, you know, there's going to be a lot more people. I mean, there's going to be still a humongous group of people, not a lot more people, but definitely a large group of people that are like the cypherpunks, you know, like us, you know, that are going to keep pushing this space ahead. And it's all up to us. Unless we create a user-friendly product that beats we need to create a decentralized, user-friendly product that will always be better than the centralized product that they will be creating. And as long as we do that, then we'll be fine, you know, and the whole space will be fine. And I think we'll do it. There's too much incentive to not create these things. And there are crazy people like me, you know, that will choose to be like, well, fuck it, you know what I mean? I can live in fucking Mexico, or I can live in, you know, some other part, Macau, you know what I mean? And I'll be totally fine. You know what? I can't go to this and that country, whatever. Anyways. Alright guys, I'll leave it there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share. And again, I'll see you guys tomorrow, or probably later. I don't know. I have a lot of videos. I got a lot of content that I gotta start editing and putting for you guys up there. And I'm definitely gonna be spending the whole day here tomorrow taking care of that. Alright, and so on tonight. Alright, so thanks again, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, please check out these sponsors right here at the end of the video. You know, they're helping me continue, you know, moving this whole thing along. And thank you, all you guys, you know, the new patrons out there. I want to thank you guys a lot. Thank you guys for all the donations that you guys give me, and so on and so forth. You guys are freaking awesome and amazing. And if you guys want shout outs with your donations, just let me know, and I will. Thanks again, and peace out. And don't forget to check these guys out. Bye. Guys, do you have your Waves wallet yet? If you don't, get it now. Go and download your Waves wallet, all right? As soon as you download your Waves wallet, I need you to do me a favor and send me your Waves address, all right? Why? Well, because we're going to have a daily competition or daily prize giveaway of 1,000 Jose coins. How we're gonna give these coins away? Easy. All you're gonna do is leave a comment below, and after the comment, please leave your Waves address. See, up top left, there's your address. All right, everyone's gonna have a different address, so just leave a comment and then leave an address, and then I will pick someone randomly every single day. As a matter of fact, it won't be random. I'm gonna give it to the best comment of the day. You know what? How about this? My favorite comment of the day. Make sure to leave a good comment, an awesome comment. And all comments are great. I love all your comments, all right? The more comments, the better. But still, I need, I want to choose the best comment. I want to make it like a, make you guys do a little homework, a little work, all right? So you guys leave me the best comment, and I'll give you guys some tokens. Guys, thanks again for watching. I really love you guys. You guys are amazing. Just want to give a quick shout out to all my patrons out there. You guys know who you are. Keep them coming. That's right. We're going to do this together, all right? Can't do it without you. All right, now let's see if we can breeze right through this. We got a lot to cover. I want to give a quick shout out to the Crypto Outfitter. These are, some of my sponsors, and so on and so forth. Check out the Crypto Outfitter to get all your crypto clothes, crypto wares, meaning anything from coffee to, phone cases, stickers, hoodies, all kinds of things, okay? Check them out. We got a link at the bottom for discounts and all that good stuff. We also got BRB Hair. They have natural solutions to, hair problems. So just check them out. Really good friends of the show, really amazing, great products. Me and my horse love them. And again, full 100% Jose Arteaga support. Check them out. Also, got Irwin's Coffee. This guy, not only does he provide amazing gourmet coffee, but he roasts his own beans, and then he sells it for crypto. So if you want to buy coffee with crypto way before Starbucks, check it out, guys. He has your stuff. We also got streammaster.biz. Again, we have the best media player investment out there. You can stream sports, stream shows, movies, much more. Check out the website. Check out the link at the bottom of the video so you can get all the information on them. They got streammaster.tv. So you can, all your streaming needs are taken care of here. All right. Also, we want to give a quick shout out to, pre-search. Check out pre-search, where you can literally, sorry, I did this already. So, again, it's the best search engine out there. So just go to presearch.com and search through there instead of going through Google. You can click here and you can literally type in anything, and, you go through Google, DuckDuckGo, or you can even click here, and it'll give you like a search results of like all over the internet. So again, super awesome. Also, download the Brave browser, where you can get paid for browsing the internet. You get paid for using your internet browser, and when you're on my site or any other site, or you're just out and about, you also pay other people on the internet with Brave browser and Brave browser tokens. Just check them out. They're awesome. If you got any questions, ask me. There's a link at the bottom as well. Also, we got bitblaster.io, and we got these guys over here are freaking awesome. You guys have to check out the website. You got a full website here, with all your crypto needs taken care of. We have all the charts. We got news. We got tweets. We got a chat room. We got a video player that's always playing videos.
And
look at that.
And then he's like, I don't trust you, man. I'm gonna talk to you.
Then we got Ivan on Tech, interviewing Richard Hart at the moment. And then, we got a bunch of static videos. I'm here as well. You guys can watch my video while you guys are browsing the site, checking all your stuff out, so on and so forth. Many, many more links. It's a one-stop shop all for all your crypto needs. Again, everything you want, anything you could ever want right here and need. Just check them out.
First link I can find.
Look at this, amazing stuff. And then, we're going to bring up Twitch for a minute, because since I can't do any live streams or live shows on YouTube anymore, I'm going to see if I can start doing it on Twitch, all right? So still trying to figure out where I'm going to be doing my videos, but again, most likely they're going to be on Twitch, all right? So once a week, we're going to still do our live shows, probably on the weekend, so we can all gather, chat, have a great time just like we used to, and so on and so forth. And last but not least, please don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit the little bell icon and all that good stuff, all right? And yeah, come check me out, all right? I'm always here. Love you guys. Thanks again for watching. Peace, love, prosperity, and again, don't forget to always share the knowledge, all right? Peace out, guys. See you mañana.